So the story that really was finding my best in the worst situation. I found myself in India giving workshops at some of the most prestigious private schools in India. This man invited me over, and I was doing these workshops, and he promised me I would never have to travel alone in India. Duh, blind woman traveling alone in India. Duh, but I ended up traveling on a train for 24 hours by myself. So I told him I thought he owed me an apology for that. So he didn't say, Vicki, I'm so sorry. I know I didn't keep my bargain with you. No, he fired me. Isn't that cute? So, but what was amazing, first of all, I grew up as a people pleaser. I wanted everybody to love me. I wanted to be really safe. It was really important to me to be a people pleaser. So here I am. I have not pleased this guy. He's firing me. And I've been staying in his home because he didn't put me up in a hotel. I stayed in his home with his wife and his daughter and his mom. And so I'm in his home. His wife is on the couch, crumpled in pain. And he's across the room from me, and he is so mad at me. I really thought I could see his teeth. I mean, I couldn't possibly see his teeth. But he was so mad at me, and I said, well, okay, let's change my ticket. It was like, no, he was going to let me have it. So he fired me, and he knew every secret thing I never wanted to have anybody say to me. He said I was ungrateful, and he said I tricked him, and he said I was incompetent and boring, and that I'd ruined his reputation in India with 1 billion people. Now, the old me, that would have been shattering. I would have just been, my heart would have been thudding. Oh, I'm so sorry. I would have done all this stuff, and I didn't do that. It was one of the most incredible moments of my life. I just took a breath. I really sort of felt like there was this light on me, and I didn't take it personally. I just got curious. And so when he said, 80% of your evaluations were bad, I said, really? I don't quite understand that, because the head of the British school said I was the best presenter she'd ever seen. And he said, Indians lie. Like, okay, but I didn't add aggression to the situation. I was just trying to understand. And what happened, my heart rate did not even go up. I'm being fired in India and I didn't have a cell phone. I didn't even know really where I was. I mean, it was, I had every reason in the world to be terrified, and I wasn't. So it was he finally wore down. He just kind of wore himself out, blaming me and shaming me. And then finally, once he wore himself out, I said, okay, let's change my ticket. And what was magical was from that moment on, we worked as a team, which we'd never done before, because his idea of teamwork was I would obey. I'm not good at that, trust me. But after that, we would share information and share strategies and problem solve. So by the time I left, you know, he said, this has never happened to me before with a speaker, and I said, this has never happened to me before either. We shook hands and gave a hug, and it was all good. And my punishment for getting fired in India was I got to go to Bali 10 days early. That's so bad. Punish me like that again, would ya?